How good of a draft is this?
I like Barkley. I think he's definitely the clear cut number one. I had an opportunity to call that game, and one thing about doing play by play is when you're doing it for your team and your team is getting blown out, that is something that is extremely hard to do. But I had an opportunity to watch Barkley. I watched him warm up. I know he's working out with Dwight Galt, who's also the strength coach in Maryland. He's separated himself from everybody.
Yeah.
When I look at everybody else, the two guys from Georgia, I like them, Michael and Chubb. After that, I like Rashard Penny, and then I like Chris Warren. I like Chris Warren the third. When I'm looking at the Redskins, I don't. There's no physical presence on the offensive side of the ball besides Trent Williams.
Yeah.
And with the offensive line problems that you had, two things that the Redskins don't have, and until they get these two things, I don't think they will ever win the Super Bowl. You need a true tight end. Okay, not these pass catching pretty boys who just want to go out there and make themselves look good. No, you need a tight end that can set the edge. You can't have an offensive run scheme where you're going to ask your big backs to run sideways, but yet you don't have a guy who can set the edge. And lastly, you got to have a fullback. There is no fullback. There is no physical presence. And when you look at the issues that the offense that the Redskins had this past year, which were the offensive linemen, the running backs are the ones who make up for you not having healthy offensive linemen. If you come into a game and you want to change your protection, you're not going to ask your five linemen to do something different. No, it falls on the backs. The Redskins, I don't think that they have. I don't think that they have physical backs. I don't think that the run scheme fits the running backs that they have. So until you get a fullback who is basically your second tight end, and until you get a tight end that can set the edge, that can handle a defensive end, this run game is going to struggle. I can care less how you bring in Alex Smith, which I think is great. You bring in, I believe it was Richardson from the wide receiver
Yeah.
position. You can have all these little pretty boy skill positions, but if you don't have that beef, you don't have that bulk, and you don't send a message to the defense that this is going to be a physical game, you can't win a Super Bowl in the National Football League.